distributed processing that monster's selling. I guess it doesn't matter that much who we give it to. I guess I want to leave an augment socket here open for net downlink because Olivia has the lowest speed. So I'll put this here. That does mean I'm not saving an augment. I guess we give it to Sharp, of course. Sharp's the one who gets the benefit from it. What am I thinking? Of course we give it to Sharp. I was just thinking I want to save an augment socket on Olivia in case I get something that gives her more AP, but actually I'd rather save a socket on International as well in case I get torque injectors for the econ chip. So we could just go for a nanofab, but I think it's better to do a vault. So let's give the vault access card to Olivia. Maybe I should give it to someone who has an EMP. Maybe we give it to Sharp. I could swap some of these weapons around. I don't think we want to keep the smoke grenade. Let's give the neural disruptor to Olivia. And then we'll give this to Sharp, I guess. He's going to be encumbered taking this, so maybe I should give the... Yeah, let's give Sharp's weapon to Banks. And that should be okay. Have I... Let me just be paranoid. I have given the vault access card. Yeah, Sharp has it. Okay. Okay, so we get to find the vault immediately. I guess this could have been a shop cap, but it's the vault. So we're going to want to do a data blast of some sort. Also, I want something that's going to hack this. We don't have a buster chip anymore because I sold those so that I could get to the max hacking sooner. I'm going to want something that overhacks the vault terminal because that's what triggers the enforcer is if you hack it exactly. And at the moment I've got 2 programs that can only hack one firewall at a time. Let's go exploring a little bit. There's my first console. Let's see what you're doing. So patrolling towards the door but not actually opening it. I think we want to hit like this. I might get a chance to hit a camera in this, or hit something in this corner. I guess International would detect it, but I need to peek through this door anyway, so I might as well do that before deciding how to use Data Blast. We've got 3 data banks in one room, so good luck. And also, this guy is stationary, but this guy could actually get... Oh, he's also stationary. So can I hit... I think I do want to hit the camera rather than the data banks. So if this guy's stationary, I don't have a very good way of getting past him. So we found 3 guards. There could be more. Like, this is a very bad starting room because I've got no cover to hide behind. I kind of want to... Like, this guy's going to see the door. But if I hack this camera, this guy's only going to notice the door, so I could actually get into here, and that's probably safer. So I think I use burst here. And then we'll hit a bunch of this stuff. I think I don't want to take the demon yet. So I'll leave the vault terminal for later. This is going to give me a bunch of AP from net downlink as well. I think I've just taken... Yeah, so the 2 cameras. There's a guard here. Let's use Banks to observe because we've got so much AP. So he's patrolling up to here. He's going to notice the door. And that's going to change what he does. But I think that's better than being stuck through here.
Did you see that?
So it's just 1 guard who notices. I should be safe to get up to the shop cat and hope that I find a breaker that breaks more firewalls than 1. Could actually get up to here and take this console right now. Doesn't seem to be the worst thing to do. Get it cooling down immediately. I like that idea.
Did you see that?
So he's going to come out to here, but I can actually distract him onto this tile instead. And now he won't... As long as I leave the door open, that's going to be... Hold on, what have I done? Now I have to stand here. So I need to distract him with some other way, so I'll... I didn't have the AP for this. What am I doing? Okay, deep breaths. I can use an EMP here, take out his heart monitor and leave someone else to ambush. Hide in the corner. That gets me into the safe without hacking it as well. Banks has a paralyzer for him, so we could move Banks up to here, close the door, ambush with Banks. I think it's better to ambush with International, though, because she has this +1 KO damage. So I'll ambush with International, but we give her a weapon. And I guess I want to hide. I have enough AP to peek around this corner. So I'm going to plant the EMP. It's going to take out a bunch of stuff. Maybe I plant it on this tile so that I don't take out the vault terminal just in case I want to get into that quickly. Close the door so that this guy's not going to see through it. Plant the EMP. Then go on to ambush. There's a bit of stuff through there. I've got plenty of AP here. I'll get a chance to steal from this guy on this kind of tile. I think we're just going to do this. I have International on ambush, that's fine. Let's see what Shopcat has for us. Rogue and Taurus. I don't have armor piercing on this, do I? I've done it again, haven't I? I ignored his armor completely. I don't have any armor piercing disruptor. This doesn't hit this guy's heart monitor. I'm thinking I could get through the door. The EMP blast is on this tile, so he shouldn't open the door. If I planted the EMP here, then he would have been interested in this, and I could have got through the door and then zapped this guy. This is actually quite bad. So I've messed up already. This is the problem with playing just after eating, I think. I just missed the armor completely. So we're going to have to zap this guy. Otherwise he sees what happens here. This doesn't help me. I mean, I can shoot him with a flurry gun. Depends if the EMP blast causes him to open the door. I have acknowledged the databanks. I said there were 3 databanks in one room, which is unusual. How do I do this? So I can use the second EMP to take out his heart monitor. I guess I don't actually have the range for it. I can't sprint now. What's the range on this? So if I do it from this tile, that is going to take out his heart monitor, so that's actually going to be fine. So we'll move Sharp to here, I think.
Huh?
Plant this EMP. That's going to take out another heart monitor as well. This guy might actually hear it and come through the door. I've misjudged the sound radius on this last mission. But I think I want to take out heart monitors if I can. So what we're going to do here is hope that the sound means he doesn't come through the door. But if he does, then we'll be ready to shoot him. So I'm going to be on ambush here, because I don't know if there's a, like, I guess there won't ever be something in this corner. There could be like a stationary guard or something, so I can't necessarily step here. I can do this. Let's peek. She doesn't have a weapon, because I've just given it to International. What am I doing? So Olivia has to give... I have to move Banks here. Olivia has to move here, give the flurry gun to Banks, or give the flurry gun to Sharp, and then Olivia ambushes here. Okay.
Did you see that?
So I'm going to need some power, which means I need to take this console so that I can use the flurry gun. That's 8. Or I could use... No, I can't use burst because I've already used burst. We'll give the... flurry gun to Sharp, then go on to ambush here. I should think more carefully about what I do, shouldn't I? Ambush first so that this guy gets ambushed before he gets shot by Sharp. Then we go on to Overwatch with the flurry gun so that I can kill this guy if he does come through the door. But I hope that he doesn't come through the door. And then since we're taking out the heart monitors, we're not taking an alarm level hit on this, but it does mean that I can't use the flurry gun later. I might want to do some hacking now with Rapier. Or I can do it next turn when I get the net downlink benefits. I guess that's better. Okay, so we're on ambush before I'm on Overwatch with the flurry gun. Hold on a minute. Sharp can actually see this guy here, so he might get shot as soon as he moves. I don't want to shoot him on this tile. And yeah, Sharp can actually see this tile, so I might end up actually shooting him on this tile rather than the tile I want to. I guess I should have put Banks with the flurry gun, right? That would have been better. So it might actually be better here for me not to be on Overwatch with the flurry gun, if that means... I think that the real question is just whether he opens the door or not. I've messed this up completely. So if this guy doesn't open the door, then I don't want to be on Overwatch with the flurry gun. If he does open the door, but this guy moves first, then I don't want to be. If he does open the door and he moves first, then I do want to be. This wasn't overconfidence, this was just me being stupid. If I use the flurry gun right now, can I... Oh, I can't actually give it to another agent because I'm out of AP. I was just thinking if I use it, then can I go on Overwatch with it in the same turn? So So it matters who moves first. It matters whether he opens the door. I think I'm actually better off not being on Overwatch with the flurry gun on balance. Because this guy's heart monitor is going as well. So if this guy opens the door and I don't shoot him, he'll be alerted. Maybe this guy is close enough to also be alerted. This guy definitely gets ambushed anyway. So if I have 2 alerted guards, then I can just shoot both of them with the flurry gun. Or if he doesn't open the door, then neither of them are alerted, and I save the flurry gun for later. This was just stupid from me first not noticing that I didn't have enough AP to get hit from here into safety, and then didn't notice that he had armor. Then I didn't notice that I could see this tile with the flurry gun. So, I'm going to not be on Overwatch with the flurry gun, but we'll find out together what happens. So this guy does get zapped, so that's better than he doesn't open the door. Perfect. Okay, we did it. Olivia has Anarchy, so I can give... That's not what I thought I would be doing. Olivia has Anarchy, so I can give her this Paralyzer and paralyze him that way without moving. Give her that Paralyzer, what am I saying? Okay, so this guy's going to go back to where he was, and then I can get into this safe the turn afterwards. No, he's actually patrolling. Okay, that's fine, because I can still get into this safe the turn afterwards. I need to know what this guy's doing, so let's actually use Banks to peek through this door. There's a camera there and a pulse drone. So I think I want to do some hacking here. I can hit... like this. Still don't want to take that demon that I don't know what it is. We'll hack the pulse drone before the camera. I can use the pulse drone to get into the vault, actually. Or I can use it to explore over here, which is probably better. I need to know if this guy... I guess he doesn't have a question mark on his head, and he didn't start moving, so he must still be stationary, right? Let's drag this body somewhere. I guess this is the only safe spot. That's burst recovery. Hide here. Looks like this guy will notice the door, so I don't want to open it, but he is still stationary. So what I could do is send someone around here to open this door as a distraction, then get through here. I don't want to open this door as a distraction, because everyone is in this room. Let's... I can data blast this next turn. I think I do want to take one firewall down on this, but I can do that next turn as well. I think we'll send Sharp this way so that I can open this door as a distraction next turn. And that will distract just one of these guys, so I'm going to need some way of distracting this guy as well. In the meantime, I want to explore in this direction because there are some things that I might need to do before the firewalls go up. That's the exit. Good to know. We'll send Sharp here. Nobody's patrolled through this door for sure. Let's keep Banks in cover. I might as well leave Banks here. Might as well stay peeking. Then International gets this safe next turn. I think that's fine. I'd like to find a demon database before I take this, so maybe I don't want to use Data Blast on this. I might use Data Blast down here when the Pulse Drone sees something and then use Rapier next turn. I think that's going to be better. guess I ought to steal with Banks, right? But she doesn't have that much AP, so... let's do a little bit of exploring with this pulse drone. There's a camera there and a locked door, so I might be able to hit that with a data blast. Safes here, and there's the demon database. Okay, that's actually really good. Let's maintain vision on this guy for now so that I can observe his movements once I open this door. I guess I don't want to open this door yet. I can unlock it, but I don't want to open it yet because I want to distract him this turn. So in that case, I can steal with Banks. We get a bit more money that way. Don't need a pass card. Let's observe his movements here. So he is just going straight out, so I just need to be like here, I guess. And 3.5 is enough to get back to where I am, so that's fine. I don't have vision on the guard that's on this tile anymore, but I know he's there.
Did you see that?
He didn't notice this door because his cone is like this. He's also armored, so I need to be careful of that. And I can get out to here so I can afford to observe his movements. So he's going to be here facing diagonally, which means I can't actually get through this door this turn. That's a bit annoying. It's going to take a bit longer. We close the door so that he closes it behind him and then get into hiding, I think. Let's hit some stuff with a data blast here. The demon database does have a demon. Can't hit both the camera and the nanofab unless I miss the data bank. I can use an EMP to get into these safes when I'm going for the exits, so I guess this is fine. I'll hit it like this though. And then we use Rapier on this. Actually, what I could have done here would be open the door, get Banks up to here, and then do the distraction afterwards. That might have been a bit smarter. I would have been stuck here on this turn, but slightly further in. This guy's still stationary, of course. And let's close this door. I want to check his patrol path more exactly. I should have left the drone here rebooting, shouldn't I? So that it distracted him for another turn. I don't want to use burst just for that though. This is going to be quite a difficult mission because this is the choke point and we've got 3 guards patrolling in here, or two patrols and 1 stationary. Or no, this guy was stationary before, wasn't he? So we've got 1 patrol and 2 normally stationary guards. I think this is it for this turn though. I don't want to use Rapier anymore just yet, because I can save the AP for net downlink on future turns. So I can drag to here, which is safe from the patrol and guard. I just want it to be away from the guard entrances for later. Can't safely do a sprint toggle here because this guard here is this tile. I think that's fine. What's a Mark II? It's a Mark I, right? Modded Mark I is the guard. This is a Siren. That's a modded Mark I. This is an elite security. So I can hack like this, but that takes the demon. Takes 2 demons. Can't hit both the camera and that's safe, but I think that's fine. I guess we just take the demon on this databank and hope it's not validate. Felix, fine. And then I'll get plenty of AP from net downlink on the turn afterwards. We've stolen from these 2. I want to get Sharp up to here as well. This guy's blocking the door, unfortunately. So that's why I should have had this drone rebooting in its vision. But this guy's also blocking the door, so I'll need to do something about him. Could move it so International gets through first and zaps him. Then we're pinning 2 guards. But this guy's going to be really annoying if I'm not pinning him, because I need to keep getting through this room. So let's move International up to there, move Banks slightly out of the way, International by the door doing the peek. And then I might as well use... only Olivia has a spare thing for the pass card, but I don't think there's any more secure doors other than this one. I guess I can give it to her rather than drop it. And we'll take the weapon from her so that Banks can zap someone down here if necessary. I need to be in cover from this guy, so I end here rather than right by the door. We'll use Rapier next time because it will still be alarm level 0.
Alright, we're having a look. Yeah, we got nothing.
So this is the hacker who's going to keep recapturing the databanks if we do that mission. I could distract him right now onto this tile, but he won't be facing diagonally. I guess we just want to zap him. His heart monitor is gone. And that opens up this room a lot. So when KO'd or alerted, he raises firewalls, but that's fine. He didn't actually hit very much there. Guess we hit this pulse drone. Don't need the databank immediately. We can take down firewalls like this. We've got the power for it. I think I do want the pulse drone, because it can open up the vault for me without hacking the power supply that has a demon. There's a console down here that I can econ chip. So let's move to get that. I think I'm going to burst this turn. Because that gets me through this door. And it generates a bit of power as well, of course. I need to check that this guy doesn't go through the door. I think he doesn't. He was like here diagonally, wasn't he? Or here facing this way. But I've got a lot of AP with banks to check, so... Yeah, so he's here facing the door, so International can definitely get through the door. Let's go via the nanofab, because there's no reason not to look in this. Net downlink. Do I want that on International? Or do I want it on Olivia? I think I want it on International.
Augment installed.
There are not many consoles here, are there? This is Plastic rather than Sankaku. Sankaku is hard-coded to have 7, possibly +1 in the starting room. But because we're playing with less consoles, there's actually only 3 consoles on this map. Nonetheless, I want to get the econ chip being used now. And I've used one of the consoles for power, unfortunately, but I think I had to do that so that I could use the flurry gun if necessary. Then again, I did end up not using the flurry gun for Overwatch. So we didn't max out the money on this mission, but we'll still get a chance to get into the vaults. And we've got the vault access card. We want to use banks to pin this guy, I think, and then we can paralyze him later. Let's do some dragging here. Net downlink is indeed best downlink. This guy walks orthogonally first, so he never sees on this line. So I can drag to here. There is a question if I want Taurus, because that can be useful, especially to remove a demon from a demon database. Could just be a lot safer to have it. I do have a spare program slot for it. I'd rather have like Wisp or Ping, but Taurus isn't bad. I need to check what he's doing. He's going to go back facing this way because he hasn't reached his stationary point yet.
Warning.
So that means on the next turn I can get past this guy. This is going to be his turning blind spot, so I can hide here. I KO'd the Siren because he's stationary here, so either I have to keep distracting him, then he goes back from his distraction to stationary and I have to keep distracting him again. Or I can just KO him. I had already taken out his heart monitor, so there was no alarm level hit. And it was just like one firewall on the data bank. I think maybe it hit a firewall on the nanofab as well. I don't remember if I'd hacked that already, but I could do some hacking here. For 1 power, but I don't think I need to. I think we get Taurus just to avoid the demon on this. because I'm going to have to take in an enforcer hacking the vault terminal as well. I have a feeling also that this is the prefab where there's a locked door with a safe behind it. So I'm going to need a level 1 pass card or Banks over here for that purpose. I guess Banks can get through next turn, except that we're going to be on burst cooldown. But if I hack a few things, then I'll get the net downlink. I think this will be okay. Might as well do a turn on this with Sharp while he's here. Yeah, no, of course, Illuminatus, please do ask questions if something doesn't make sense or you'd like to understand. When I'm answering that kind of question, I'm not assuming that you should understand why I've done that. I think we pass the turn here. Have closed the door so International doesn't get seen. Sharp should be in the blind spots. Yeah, there we go. And this guy's still facing away because he hasn't reached his stationary point yet. So that's going to let Sharp in here. I can just about get the pulse drone onto here. There's no guard up here. Sometimes there is a guard there. I guess we pin the drone. This is the one where there's a power supply up here, isn't it? There's a door here. And then there's a laser panel. This is from World Gen Extended. And then there's a power supply here that you can't see unless you walk through the laser panel. So I might want to get International up here once we've econ chipped this console. I'm going to need to hack this camera. Let's get Taurus now. So I can do this and then get back to pinning the guy. We'll move the demon from the demon database. Or are you moving to... Okay, that's fine because I can EMP that. That means I need International up here to do the EMP anyway. That might destroy the pulse drone, but I'm okay with that. And then we're going to do a data blast like here, missing the safe. And I still need the camera, so we do another data blast. That's Watchdog, actually. That's fine, I'll just take a Watchdog. That lets me into these safes now. I think I might need to observe these guys. His stationary point is there. This guy should be patrolling back up here. So he'll be facing this way again next turn. I guess that's fine for now. So I'll have to distract this stationary guy with a sprint toggle on with International, then get up to hide here or something, then get up here afterwards. We'll pin the drone with Sharp. That door is closed. Yeah, you never come through this door, so that's fine. guess we pin here. I'm just wary of guards coming through, and then we want to be pinning somewhere that's not on their patrol. So this is Mask, Jolt, and Felix, actually. None of these demons are particularly annoying. So that's actually really good that I've got the demon database. This camera doesn't matter. Pass a turn there. Still on burst recovery, am I? So I can't do a sprint toggle yet unless I hack some things. I can hit this with Data Blast. Hit this with Data Blast. I think taking the Felix is better. This is going to spawn an Enforcer when I take the Mask, though, so I want to do that as late as possible. So let's try and get 3 devices. 2 devices is enough. Yeah, two devices is enough for net downlink. So I'll do this, I think. Now I can sprint toggle. So we'll sprint to like here to distract him so he's facing this way rather than up here where I want to be. I don't want to use burst here to do the sprinting because I want to be able to get up from behind this data bank to to this door, and I might need burst for that. I'll do a turn on this one. I guess it might be good for me to have banks pinning behind here just so I can do the data bank, right? That would be better. So I've dragged him all the way here, but actually maybe I should have been pinning him here this whole time. The risk is if someone walks out, comes through this door, and then when they go through the door they see this tile. When they turn this way they see this tile. I guess I could be pinning in this room. This is fine for now. I can get power from this drone. Hold on a minute. I don't need International up here because Sharp has an EMP pack that can take out the power supply, right? So I can hit this and the other 2 secure cases with Sharp's EMP pack in 2 turns. Right, so I don't actually need International here to detect the power supply at all, so I can just leave International doing this hack. I think that's fine then. So I'll pass a turn here.
Yeah, we're having a look. Guess it was nothing.
One turn left on the EMP pack. This guy never sees this one, does he? So let's paralyze this guy now that I can. Let's pin both of them in this room. Is this guy... oh, this is the guy who's going to be stationary, right? Yeah, that's right. And there's no magnetic reinforcements that are going to stop the EMP from being useful here. So... I could peek this up open this door to peek just now. Like, I'm about to take out the pulse drone with the EMP. So if I plant the EMP somewhere like here, then that's not going to take out the vault terminal. It will take out the power supply in these secure cases. I guess that's good. And I'll use the vault card before I pick this stuff up so that I'm less encumbered. And there's more money boxes in these corners. That's the way this prefab works. I could plant the EMP pack in the corner, actually, so that I avoid taking out the drone. But I think it's fine to take out the drone. So if I'm here, what do I hit with the EMP? I hit everything that I need to hit, right? Yeah, so I'll start my turn here so I can get into this sprint, get at least one of these. And then maybe if I'm encumbered, then I won't be able to get out on the same turn that this reboots. But this should reboot for 2 turns. I think all of this is fine. Let's take some firewalls down. I can take the Felix now. Yeah, so sorry, so what's happened here is that I misremembered which prefab it was. Earlier I said that there would be a locked security 1 door, level 1 security door up here. I mistook it. There's another World-Gen extended prefab like that, but then once I saw it, I realized that it was this one. I think all of this is fine. We'll end the turn here. So this guy's now stationary facing this way, but I can keep distracting him with International if I want to. I think that's probably good to do that now.
Did you hear that?
So that I can get up to this data bank. Then we have this EMP ready, so this is going to take out the drone. I am going to stay here so that I can get this secure case first. I think all of this is fine. I can data blast something. Let's take this stuff. There we go. Destroyed the pulse train. So all of this is out for... if this reboots, I don't remember if it keeps where it was, because I did 1 turn of the hack. I'm sure I'll find out soon. This data bank is done. So I want to... be hacking this data bank. Let's pin 2 guards at once. Let's also maintain vision up here. Full peak is better. We're going to sprint with Sharp here. I'm going to drop this research experiment at the door so that I'm not encumbered on my way out. And that gets me done with this room in one turn, so that's good. I guess I pick this up. That's going to be double encumbered, right? So I guess I actually drop this. We can bring someone else up here to get the... apparently rebooting this, like, it shows that they're lootable, right? This icon above the safe says it's lootable, but the deposit box says it's EMP resistant, so that's actually wrong. There's apparently a bug there. And we hack this next turn when the enforcers are about to spawn. I could move International up to here so that we've got vision on the enforcers, and I can do a sprint toggle to distract them. I think that's good. On the other hand, having International down here is good so that I can keep this guy distracted. So it might actually be more useful to have International here than anywhere else. I can take out their heart monitors now if I want to, but then this one takes longer to reboot. Actually, if I plant this here, maybe I hit. Okay, I don't hit this one, that's fine. Yeah, it's probably just a graphical thing, but it is a bug. I think I leave International here because she's more useful being able to distract this stationary guard. And if necessary, Banks can distract this enforcer. He won't get through one of these doors on his first turn. And actually, he should make a beeline for the vault, so he'll come straight out of this door and run straight past and shouldn't see either of us. I think all of this is fine. The firewalls are about to go up. In that case, maybe I should hack this now. So I'm going to have to use power to hack it next turn. Yeah, let's take this now before the firewalls go up. It's going to be cheaper to take it now than next turn. So here comes the enforcer. This guy's going to run towards this door, won't make it through the door just yet. I guess if these are rebooting for 2 turns, then I won't be able to get into them yet. Unless I can get them while they're rebooting, but I don't think I should be able to. Let's pass a turn there. This guy's actually blocking the door part of the time. This guy's not distractible by sound distractions, so there's no point trying to do that. I can observe his movements. That's strange. She's hacking in the wrong direction. She's hacking empty air. Let's keep this guy distracted. I'm going to need to hack this camera as well. So maybe I distract him down to here and then get through this door. So that this camera isn't seeing me. And I'm not going to sprint here because I don't want this guy to come through. Yeah, it's because she did the full peek, so she was ending up facing in a different direction, but it's just an amusing bug. Right, so we'll find out if I can... That's weird that it doesn't show up. It doesn't show anything in the tactical view. some problem there. So I can loot that, that's fine. Yeah, this guy's going to run straight past banks beyond this tile. Olivia will have the inventory to take some of the research experiments, so eventually we'll stop pinning. Let's take some of these firewalls down. So he recaptures this, but I can still actually get into these, even though this is recaptured.
Must be imagining things.
Don't need to sprint here to get both of these. We'll just hide next to the door and let him past, I think. He's going to be blocking the door, okay. He's going to throw a scan as well. I guess I could zap him right now. So if I do a sprint toggle here, it's not actually going to distract him.
What was that?
It shouldn't anyway.
What was that?
We'll find out soon enough. I think he just goes straight back for the vault. Let's distract this guy again. Actually, I can't do that without distracting. I don't need to distract him this turn, right? So I'll just let this guy go back to his patrol point. This guy will go stationary, and then we distract the turn afterwards. Let's close this door. And I guess we do the hack from this side for now, just so that when he peeks, he doesn't notice me. That's if he does do this. I think he should just change his interest point back to be the vault terminal. Yeah, both of those things are fine. Okay, so actually he is distractible. Usually he's not. That's a bit strange. That's two data blanks scrubbed. And then this one does have the one turn still left on it, even though it was recaptured. We're going to distract this guy to this kind of tile, I guess. Then hide here. This guy's on this tile, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He won't actually hear this tile. It's a bit amusing. I think I can just let him go. We can get sharp out now. I can just hide here. Except for these research experiments. I pick these up and I lose 3 AP. But I'll be able to get past him next turn. This guy would hear this tile if I sprint here, right? But I don't want to do that. What I could do is move up to here with Banks next turn and then zap the Enforcer. I think that's good. I can use this for net downlink later. Let's pass the turn here. I think everyone is safe. This is cover, right? Yeah, that's cover. He will get distracted by the down drone, but the down drone is on the tile that he's running to anyway, so he would end on this tile whether he saw the drone or not.
Hey, investigating.
Yeah, so I can actually just get past him like this, and that leaves me with enough AP to just pick this stuff up. And I don't even need to burst here.
Hey, investigating.
So I can move International here. That's safe from this guy's patrol. Oh, his patrol has changed. That's interesting. So I have to do the hack from here. I have to do it from this side then. But I actually prefer to do it with Banks, don't I? Because then International's still down here to distract this guy. Close the door. So before this guy was patrolling up this way, I think. But that doesn't make sense because he should go diagonally first. No, I was here when he did this way and I was in his blind spot. That's why. Okay, I was just trying to figure out how I was hiding here in safety before. Okay, we'll do one more turn on this data bank because that's safe to do for now. I'll have to distract this guy again. This guy will peek here, see nothing, and then go back for the vault terminal. Let's take some of this down. I guess I use Rapier, because I don't know if there's demons on these. There can be demons on safes and cases that you've already looted, and it won't actually show you the border, because as far as the graphic is concerned, you're done with those devices. But if you hit them with Data Blast, you can actually trigger demons there. I think I want this guy to not be blocking my way. So I can move. He still has a heart monitor.
Warning.
Can't sprint toggle him. Could use burst and sprint toggle him. That seems like a bit of a waste. But if he's blocking the door, then Sharp can't get past. Let's use burst here. And I want something that this guy hears. And then something that this guy hears, but this guy doesn't hear. So if I do it like this, then like this, then like that, then they have different interest points. And now I can hide up here. Actually, I can move Sharp through now. Give some of this stuff to Banks. Move Banks down here, and then Sharp does this hack for the next turn. That does mean I don't have vision on this guy, but I think after he's investigated this tell, he'll go back to the vault terminal. And at this point, these guys are out for quite a while. So it might be good to start moving Olivia. Because I'm just finishing this off and then going for the exit. So let's take this stuff. Actually, in that case, I should have taken both of them with Olivia, right? I think I'm going to pin this guy for one more turn because this guy should actually face diagonally from this tile, even though it says he'll walk orthogonally. I'll be able to get through here anyway, even if he is facing orthogonally. I think whatever happens here, I should be fine for the next 2 turns, which is what it takes to hack the databank. Might as well be on ambush here.
Warning, daemon installed.
What's triggered this? How did I get this Rubik's? I don't know where this Rubik's came from.
Investigating.
Is that this laser panel?
Things.
But that doesn't make sense, right?
Investigating.
Because there's no agency-controlled characters in where the laser panel is. Unless it counts this drone as agency-controlled because it never rebooted and came being... So that's definitely a bug. Like, this drone is dead. But maybe it's my dead drone, and it belongs to me, and the laser panel thinks, therefore, that there's an agent in the thing, so therefore it trips the... So is this going to trip a demon every turn? If it is, then I want to do this, right? Now this is my laser panel, and it doesn't trip a demon. But that's definitely a bug. There's no way that's not a bug. I think I want to distract these guys into this room. If I can sprint to, like, here. We're going to hit this as well. So I just want these guys to be somewhere that doesn't matter.
I heard something.
Did you hear something?
Did you hear that?
And now I can just open this door. And that lets Sharp finish off this hack. This is International, not Banks, but I can open the door from the other side. And now they'll definitely not be looking anywhere annoying on the next turn. Might as well be on ambush there and here. So we'll move Olivia up as well. How do you only have 5 AP? I guess burst and no speed upgrades. We'll move you closer to the exit then. So this guy's interest point is reset to the vault terminal, as it should. We'll hide here, I guess. I think this is probably just wary that someone could go the long way round for no good reason just because they're interrupting each other. This is wrong because that's his interest points. I think all of this is fine anyway.
Okay, we're checking it out. Yeah, we got nothing.
Investigating area.
Alarm level 3.
So we get the extra guard, but we're out, I think.
They are coming for you.
So if I use burst here, then I can sprint, pick this up. Not quite out, okay. Oh, I haven't stolen from these guys yet, so I need to remember to do that. I can steal from this guy now. This guy's still actually interested in this tile, so I can do this without sprinting, right? Portable server 1. Okay, I'll take that. I'm probably just going to sell it, but portable servers are actually better than usual in this mission because you usually want to place them somewhere that you're definitely coming back to. And with tiny missions, in the tiny missions challenge, then there will probably be places that you're definitely coming back to that you find early on, so it can be fairly good. Issue here is that if I sprint up to here, then they hear, so I don't want to sprint. This guy won't reach through the door yet, he'll be on this kind of tile or here. Let's give the data card to Olivia so we're not encumbered. Olivia can get through the door. And then we're out the turn after this. I do want to... I shouldn't have moved banks all the way here, should I? I want to steal from this guy, so that was a mistake. Yeah, and I'm on burst recovery next turn, so this is going to take me a bit of time. Yeah, I should have stayed next to this door. Why did I do that? Okay. I do want to steal from him, though.
Looking around.
So this guy reaches the door. If I hack some stuff, then I can get the net downlink. So let's do this. That's net downlink here, but I'm probably going to want the camera instead, aren't I? I can just ambush this guy, right? That way I get to steal this turn, and no one will be coming through. This guy's going to stay stationary.
Someone's down. Calling
So that's the enforcer who finds the downed bodies, but that's fine.